Greetings. I hope all is well. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone is well on this day. Those people that were affected by the recent storm, I hope you're all recovering. And we're all blessed to see another day. So that's a great thing. I'm happy to be here. And hi, Aunt Carol. I have another lovely story to read to you today by one of my favorite children's authors, Jacqueline Woodson. But so let's begin with my song. Almost forgot. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine in the stories that I read every day. Welcome. Welcome to Storytime with Dr. Helen Tinsley. I'm happy to be here, still sharing stories to support youth and adults. How during the coronavirus, and initially school shut down throughout the summer. I've been here since March, trying to bring a little bit of calm and respite um, to to your day. So, with that said, the story for today is entitled The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson. And she's also wrote Each Kindness, The Other Side, Showway, This is the Rope, Coming on Home Soon, Pecan Pie Baby, and Visiting Day. So many of her books provide support to children that are dealing with different social and emotional issues. The Other Side is a story about a black and a white girl who are not allowed to cross over a fence. Okay, her book Visiting Day is about a child visiting a father who's incarcerated. So she writes and provides support to children. And so here we go. The day you begin. The day you begin. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. Showing the pictures good. Maybe it will be your skin, your clothes, or the curl of your hair. There will be times when no one understands the way words curl from your mouth, the beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. We just moved here from Venezuela. And because they don't understand, the classroom will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everyone. Excuse me. Rigoberto from Venezuela, your teacher says so soft and beautifully that your name and homeland sound like flowers blooming the first bright notes of a song. There will be times when the words don't come. Your own voice, once huge, now smaller. When the teacher asks, "What did you do last summer?" Tell the class your story. We went to France, Chayla says. These shells came from a beach in Maine. A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar filled with tiny shells so fragile they look like they'll turn to dust in your own untraveled hands. My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina, each souvenir a small triumph of a journey. Their travels going on and on. And you stand in front of that room, excuse me, you can only remember how the heat waved as it lifted off the curb, and you spent days, and your days spent at home caring for your little sister, who made you laugh out loud and hugged you hard at nap time. You can only remember the books you kept on reading long after she had fallen asleep. And in that room, where no one else is quite like you, you'll look down at your own empty hands and wonder, what good is this? When other kids were flying and sailing and going somewhere. There will be times when the lunch your mother packed for you is too strange or too unfamiliar for others to love as you do. When even your own friend Nadia will wrinkle her nose and say, "What's in there anyway?" And you'll wonder how she doesn't see the rice between the meat and kimchi. You'll wonder why she doesn't remember that rice is the most popular food in the world. Oh, this one. Sorry. There will be times when the climbing bars are too high, the run is too fast and far, the game isn't the one you can ever really play. I don't want him on our team. You can watch. Maybe you can have a turn later. There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of. And all that stands beside you is your own brave self, steady as steel and ready, even though you don't yet know what you're ready for. Seems like coronavirus times right now. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you until the day you begin to share your stories. My name is Angelina, and I spent my whole summer with my little sister, you tell the class, your voice stronger than it was a minute ago, reading books and telling stories, and even though we were right on our block, it was like we got to go everywhere. Your name is like my sister's, Rigoberto said. Her name is Angelina, too. And all at once, in the room where no one else is quite like you, the world opens itself up a little wider to make some space for you. This is the day you begin to find the places inside your laughter and your lunches, your books, your travel, and your stories, where every new friend has something a little like you and something else so fabulously not quite like you at all. And that is the day you begin. And you know, I love that story, the day you begin, because we probably all have been in a situation where somebody made us feel insignificant or made us feel less than. You know, I can remember going to school and people had all these wonderful adventures in the summer, I thought my adventures were wonderful too. I played in the Denning Park, the park right down the street from my house. I had a ball from sunup to sundown, but their experiences sounded more exciting because the teacher made it more exciting. Didn't teachers will say, "Did anybody have anything special to share?" Well, maybe it was special to a child that they went to the laundromat with their mommy and daddy or their grandma that weekend. But if the teacher doesn't value that story, sometimes children don't value it either. So for the boys and girls that hear the story, know you are special, and whatever your story is, it's special to you. But for the teachers that watch, show validation to all your children. Everybody's stories are different, everybody's family situation is different, everybody's living arrangements are different, but everybody wants to know that there's value in their life and in their story. So make sure we validate ourselves and we validate those in our sphere. And teachers, you have the highest responsibility to validate your students. So, with that said, I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope you enjoyed story time today, and still rocking with you, trying to hang in there. I'm going to try to finish and story time by the end of August because things will be shifting and students will be back in school, and I'll be back teaching on a college level. Um, but hopefully, I have enough books to make it through the end of August, and we'll take it from there. So I will see you tomorrow. You're welcome. Hi, Aunt Carol and Carlton. You two are my faithful listeners. I appreciate the support. And I will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Be well.